So this is a very interesting news story. It's about a security guard who was attacked while on the job, attacked by fiends who came to steal cars, and he defended the establishment. He put himself in physical danger, and as he was interviewed about the incident by a reputable TV news station. One of his supervisors came and said, "Oh, you can't do the interview in your uniform. This is policy," and tried to humiliate him. And then he quit shortly after. But this is a good outcome for this guy because victims should never be re-victimized, and that's what happened to this guy. He was re-victimized and humiliated. After being attacked. He could have even lost his life. It's so dangerous when people come to steal cars. A lot of times they come armed, and he could have really lost his life. He's put his life on the line. So good for him that he found a new job after quitting during that interview. I'm gonna play the report and then be back to provide commentary.
Percy Payne says at his security job Monday night at 6th and Brushy, he saw two young men going inside this underground garage, the door stuck open. He believes they were trying to steal his car. He tried to detain them and says they attacked him. Payne had to call 911 twice for an officer to respond. During Fox 7's interview earlier this week, his supervisor walked up and told him there's a policy against doing interviews in uniform. Things escalated with Payne deciding to quit.
Take your uniform off?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But they kept arguing.
You touched him.
Is it my fault?
I would say yes, every bit of it is your fault.
Payne, speaking to us Friday, talks about the attention he's gotten.
It was overwhelming, but I really do appreciate all the positive energy and everything that's been happening.
When asked if he was worried about what came next after he quit,
In a way I was, but I still had to think positive. I got a whole kid with me, so I got to think positive. So if he see me worrying, he gonna worry.
and after thinking he had to job search,
I woke up the next morning, was about to really get on Indeed and just start scrolling, because I know I've been looking in the medical field and a lot of stuff, but something keeps drawing me back to security.
that's where Michael Cargill came in, seeing our story on social media.
He deserved better. That was just insane. The fact that he was in that predicament in the first place, and the fact that his supervisor was blaming him, his company was blaming him as the person that was in the wrong.
He made the decision to hire him just like that.
That is the first time me hiring someone, not knowing anything about that person, not knowing anything about their background. But the fact that he's a level 2 security officer, that tells me he has a good background. So, hey, I'm confident he's going to be an outstanding person.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. So good for this guy, you know. He got a job after his story was posted on social media, and someone hired him immediately after the fact. The victim should never have to be re-victimized. And what his supervisor did, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. They really ought to be ashamed of themselves. It's despicable. It's despicable that his supervisor told him to get out of uniform while he was conducting that interview about how he could have lost his life. Car thieves can be very dangerous. They can be very dangerous. They can come armed, and it's just horrific what happened to this guy. What happened to this guy that he had to leave his job because he was being humiliated after being victimized by these car thieves. So good for him. He's found another job. Good for this boss, hiring manager who gave him an opportunity, another opportunity to start over. And it's just a really decent thing. This is a good story. And I'm going to leave it there.